A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Before we start, let us read our du'as. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Again, my name is Abdul Rahman and I am the organizer on behalf of Scholastica of the Quranic Invention Competition, the inaugural competition for this year 2022. Alhamdulillah, we received a total of 69 entries. So today the purpose is just to tell you who are the winners. With a short introduction, of course. So I shall go and share screen. First of all, as you can see, right, the Quranic Invention Competition this year is for children who are of ages 7 to 12 years. The deadline was 30th of June and the entry fee is free. Now, this competition is funded solely by individuals who passionately share my vision, that is to inculcate, the objective of the competition is to inculcate curiosity, passion, and wonder among our children in Al-Quran as a source of divine inspiration and to spur them to be Muslim scholars a la the golden age of Islam. That is my passion actually, to generate a new breed or generation of Muslim thinkers among our young. Okay, that means when they read the Al-Quran, it's not just for recitation, they also reflect on the meaning, the spiritual meaning, and also the other meanings of the Al-Quran as well. And one of them is the scientific meaning behind the verses in the Al-Quran. So what they had to do was just to read the Al-Quran, and then find inspiration in any of these verses to make an idea for a viable invention. It's up to them. It's thoroughly up to them. Okay, so to help them along, because it is something different, something innovative, right? Which actually is something novel, which is new. And to help them along, because I found that many children and parents were not sure of what they were supposed to do. So I gave them sample verses. So let's see the sample verses. For example, I gave them this document that they can use, okay, the sample verses that they can use for the Quranic Invention Competition. For example, from this verse, and then so on and so on and so on, right? There are verses that they can use, and then after that, they just submit the entry form. Let us see one example. For example, right? In Ar-Rahman, Surah 55, verse 7, A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Was-samaa'a rafa'aha wa wada'al mizan. Sadaqallahu azim. And the skies he has raised high and has devised for all things a measure. Allah SWT has devised for all things a measure, right? The big idea is that Allah SWT says that he can measure all things using a measure that he has made, right? For various things, he has made measures in his own unique way. Now, from that, right, that means Allah is heavy, emphasizes on measuring things, right? Definite measurements. So can we invent something to measure things new? For example, like how angry a person is. Are you angry? Slightly angry or very angry? Because then we can gauge, for example, right? If he's so angry, we know how to cool him down, what method to cool him down, right? For example, even Rasulullah, he has different ways, right, to cool a person down. If you read the hadith, right, there are a few ways that he said that we can cool down using those methods. How hot or delicious food is? Is it too hot? Is the water too hot? Of course, we got a thermometer, right? How about food, right? How hot or maybe how spicy it is? Some people cannot stand spicy things, right? Can we measure the spiciness of the thing, the hotness of the thing, right? So these are things that we can think, right? Allah SWT has given us the simple statement, he has made a measure for all things. And then how about us? Can we try to measure some things using that as a basis, right? It gives us an idea. Allah SWT gives us a very simple statement. We are supposed to think on it. Have we done so? And this is the challenge for the children. Example, this one example, right, of the verse that I have sent to the participants to think on. And they can also use their own verses. That was just a start. You can use these verses or use your own verses from the Quran. The more original, the better. That was the challenge sent to them. And they gave their ideas in spades. Okay, so The entries, for example, we have the sensor knife. These are the entries, right? 69 entries, they got a sensor knife, a knife that has a sensor that will automatically be blunt when it comes into contact with human skin. Can you see the applicability, how was the noun word? I'm not that sure, right? How applicable it is so wonderful, right? So a knife that turns instantly blunt when it touches human skin. Is it feasible? Has anyone thought of that before? Fantastic, right? So no one will ever get hurt by a knife, right? Even if you poke him, you know how many people are stabbed, right? Per year, or they cut themselves accidentally. Imagine with a sensor knife. And such other things, right? So we have this bubble car, pickup gun. A pickup gun, yes, for defense purposes. Then we have the anti-flood barrier, the water walker, automatic backpacker. So many, flying rug, and so on and so on. There, see this? So many cells, even teleporter. Right, the thing is that this competition is not about how feasible it is, right? Because you know, some things are still not feasible yet. Right? For example, a teleporter is still in the works, it's still in the infant stage, right? Maybe in the conceptual stage. Some scientists are already finding ways to some early start to it, but still we don't have a proper teleporter, right? But it may not be feasible, but the idea is there. The thing is to set you thinking such that maybe from this, then you think about how to make a real teleporter. That is the thing. That is the challenge of this, right? Just ideas that can start you thinking. Time machine, can you see that? The thought of time machine, cat robot, and so on and so on. 69. Okay, all of this. So many wonderful, and I tell you, those are wonderful ideas. However, from the 69, we only have to choose 3. We had to choose only 3, right, as the winners. Can you imagine 69? We have to eliminate 66 other inventions to come up with a top 3. So what do we do? So the next stage is, then we narrowed it down to only 17 inventions. Only 17 out of 69, 17, and then actually we were trying to narrow it down to only 10. But personally, I was finding it so difficult to limit it to 10. So we extended it to 17. And then we gave this final 17 choices, right, to our 2 judges, Professor Jackie Ying, eminent scientist, engineer, recognized globally, right, and her daughter, who is fast following in her tracks, Shimin, right? So these 2 judges, mother and daughter team, fantastic, right? So I gave them, after the selection, the narrowing down of the 17 selections were done, we forwarded it to Professor Ying and her daughter, Shimin, and they were to decide the final 3. Okay, so these are the 17 choices. Now remember that when we sent it to them, we did not include the names, right? Because we want to make it anonymous, so they do not know who invented this, who came up with these ideas. When they chose 3, then they knew who were the inventors or the ones who came up with the ideas, right? So finalist number 1, we had the animal translator. And then finalist number 2, the automatic cleaning chamber. Wonderful, right? This is for people who cannot bathe by themselves, right? The elderly, etc. Prisoners' chains. These are the ones, can you see the verse, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already told how the prisoners will be shackled, right? This one is in hell. So can we also apply that in real life? So this participant has done it, okay? The idea is there. The sensor knife. Remember, all these inventions are based on actual Quranic verses, right? They have to supply the Quranic verse that became the inspiration for them. The multiversal machine. That one, it can bring you to different dimensions, or different multiverses. Doctor Strange, okay, no, Doctor Strange is fiction. This is science fiction to become reality, inshallah. We do not know. The bubble car, can you imagine that? The safest car of all, the bubble car. Brain glasses, they allow you to see someone's emotions, thoughts and emotions and personalities and brainwaves. Can you imagine that? MashaAllah. The bird jetpack. Well, this is interesting because it is from Surah what? Al-Fil, right? Al-Fil, the elephant. So you remember the ababil, right? Ababil, right? Yeah, the flying creatures that drop the bombs. So now they're becoming carrier creatures. Huh? The dog-friendly attire. For those Muslims, right? They want to touch dogs, they want to push dogs. There's the dog-friendly attire. Interesting, right? The multi-purpose police car can become a house and also a boat. So the policeman doesn't have to go home. Okay, on long missions, long missions. Anti-flood barrier, right? Based on Surah Al-Furqan, and I think there's a verse in Ar-Rahman also, right? That talks about this. Two oceans, two bodies of water separated, right? Totally different salinities and densities. Okay, then we have the mosquito boots or the water walker. Water walker. So you can walk in water. If there's a pool or a puddle, right? You can walk without slipping. No more slippery slopes. The automatic backpacker, right? For children, you know, it's a hassle, right? You want to pack for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday, right? So the automatic backpacker will do it for you. It's not a matter of being lazy, it's a matter of being efficient, right? Sometimes you miss something, so the automatic backpacker ensures that you have the right books for the day, right supplies for the day. The flying rug, yeah, no more cars, right? We can use these rugs to fly. Aladdin, right? Wonderful, excellent, excellent idea. See, even got the mechanism to fly. This is not magic, It's not magic. It's a science, okay? Based on science to become technology. Rainwater washing machine, using rainwater, filter it, and then we wash our clothes using the rainwater. Isn't that exciting? Can someone do this, please? I want to buy one. Then we have the day or night sensor, right? For those who are clueless, whether it's day or night. Some people like dementia, right? They have dementia. They have lost track of time. So the day or night sensor will help them to take note of whether it's day or night. Okay, so then the judges were to make their choices the first, second, and third, right? So now, without further delay, I'm going to announce the winners. Winners time. Okay. Now, the judges have decided on 3 winners. However, I thought that because I just felt that the others deserve to be in the spotlight as well. So I have decided to appoint or select 4 honorable mentions. 4 honorable mentions. These 4 will also win cash awards. You know, right? For this competition, the first prize will get 300, right? We get $300 US. I forgot the prize money because the important thing is the invention, right? But of course, the cash award is also an incentive. So it's $300 US for the first prize. Second prize will get the $200 US, and the third prize will get $100 US. Okay. Let me confirm that, just to be sure. I don't want to make a mistake here. Yeah, right. $300 US, $200 US, and $100 US, right? This will be disbursed to the participants right after, inshallah, after this presentation. Okay, so as we can see here, who are the winners? Let's go. So I told you, right? Okay, this is another thing. Every participant, whether they win or not, they will get an e-certificate to show that they entered the competition for this year. Number 2, all their works will be published in a book, compiled in a book. The tentative title is the Quranic Invention Competition book. And this will be sold to generate more revenue for future competitions and similar events, right? Because I have the thought of extending the competition to also secondary school students. There were some secondary school students who wanted to enter, but too bad, right? Too bad. This year is only for it's a start. It's a start. So we just started with primary school students. But I was thinking, yeah, secondary school students may give more advanced ideas, right? So we'll extend it to them, inshallah, next year in 2023, inshallah. And for that purpose, I would really appreciate if there's sponsorship. If you want to sponsor using your infaq or so on, please, you can forward it to me. You can get my phone number, you can contact me. And you can see that we are going to not just the book for revenue, but I also welcome contributions, right? To sponsor future events, similar future events, for the sake of producing a new generation of Muslim scholars and thinkers. Just imagine if what you contribute, right, And at the end of it, after this competition, one or two, just one or two of all these entries, right? They are spurred or inspired to really pursue science. Like, oh, I love joining that competition. I want to be a scientist. I want to be a Muslim scholar. I want to be a Muslim thinker, right? Subhanallah, your contribution will also entitle you to get the benefits, the pahala, the virtues, to share the berkat, the blessings of producing that Muslim scholar. Inshallah, yes, it's true. It's not what I say. It's what Allah SWT and the Prophet says, not me. Okay, so let's go on because I'm excited. You are excited. Who are the winners? So the honorable mention, they will get US $25 each. Okay, US $25 each. By the way, did I forget to mention that? I forgot to mention that the first, second, and third prizes, they will get a hamper. If I'm not wrong, they will each get a hamper. At least for the first prize, they will get a hamper because they're based in Singapore. If Singapore, they will be getting a hamper too. Because this competition also attracted a few entries from overseas, but it's open to the world. So those who are overseas, they will not get a hamper. So sad, Too bad. Because why? Too far to send, right? It's like, hamper, right? It's very, very difficult and clumsy. So sorry for that. Only those local who win. Okay, let's see. The honorable mention, $25 US dollars, 4 honorable mentions. Number 1 is the animal translator, Nufa. Now you can see the names. Nufa Ariana from Cave Nur Adventure. Okay, it's a daycare center. So Nufa Ariana, she gets US $25 for her animal translator. That means it's an app that allows you to talk to animals, to converse or to communicate, at least to communicate with animals. Cool, right? Beep, beep. Good morning. Good morning. The bird says good morning. And you say, good morning, Sunny. The animals have names. Okay, good. Second honorable mention, I'm going through briefly because you can get the details, inshallah, from the book. The Brain Glasses by Muhammad Fauzan bin Azmi, 10 years old from Madrasah Irsyad. Okay, the glasses that can see someone's thoughts, emotions, and personalities via the brain waves. So you can see whether the person is thinking of Roblox, or sad or angry or bored or happy or school. Yeah, because some people, like, their face is like, you can't see the emotion, right? So using the glasses, you can see whether that person is actually angry or sad or happy, right? You can see it. So you can gauge, you can also give the appropriate response, right, to that person. Next one, the third honorable mention, getting US $25 is the anti-flood barrier. Lujain Khatab, 9 years old, home education network, homeschool, subhanallah. From this ayat from Al-Furqan, I told you already, right? So it's actually, see that? It's anti-flood barrier, right? Based on the different salinities of the bodies of water. So now these are the coastal city. You see that? The coastal city, right? MashaAllah, right? Fantastic. Or maybe are those people lying on the sunbeds? I do not know. Okay, getting a suntan. Oh no, I think these are the houses. Yeah, I prefer them to be houses. So the anti-flood barrier, using that, he explained it quite well. And the fourth honorable mention is the rainwater washing machine. Yay! I'm waiting for someone to invent this. 7 years old from Madrasah Irsyad. Can you imagine that? Umaisa binti Muhammad Ashik, 7 years old only from Madrasah Irsyad. Wow. Wonderful, right? I would like to invent a rainwater washing machine. It saves water by using rainwater. The washing machine is placed beside the window. The container stores rainwater and then it passes through a filter. Okay, to hold water, there's a filter to clean the water. MashaAllah, excellent adventure. Excellent venture, excellent idea. So now, those are the 4 honorable mentions. Marha, congratulations to the 4 inventors. Now, we come to the third prize with a prize of US $100. And the winner is, the third prize goes to Rayan Haidar, 7 years old, also from Madrasah Irsyad. MashaAllah, excellent, Dog-friendly attire, the DFA. There's even an acronym for it. Have you worn your DFA? What? You have not worn your DFA? Wear your DFA. Yeah, you want to go to a dog, you must wear your DFA. So it's very applicable. Ryan Haidar, let's see. This is the DFA. There's a long apron there, sweater there, extensions foldable to knee level. Wow. detachable pocket, Velcro to contain test tubes and blood swabs. It is a bag on its own disposable. Oh, it comes complete with gloves, masks, right, etc. It's transparent, remember? He even says that it's transparent. Isn't that wonderful? Based on the fact that Muslims cannot touch dogs' mucus or saliva, right? There's the ayat there, right? In Al-A'raf, okay? The heights, verse 176. There he says, the parable of that of an excited dog. If you approach him threateningly, he will pant with his tongue, lolling. And if you leave him alone, he will pant with his tongue, lolling. Okay, good. Okay, so this is the third prize, Third prize. So congratulations to Ryan Haider, 7 years old. Actually, this comes with a video, okay? He even made a video where he explained the wonderful invention, okay? Now let's go. Let's go to Quranic Invention Competition 2022. Second prize with a cash prize of $200 US. Okay, who is it? Let's see. Abdullah Uwais Muhammad Ashik, 9 years old, also from Madrasah Isha. Now remember, I told you that when we submitted to the judges do not know the ages or even the names. They totally do not know who came up with these ideas. So it just turned out that now it's Abdullah Uwais Muhammad Ashik from 9 years old from Madrasah Isha, the automatic cleaning chamber. Okay, the fact that it says that for God loves all who purify themselves. And I want to invent an automatic cleaning chamber. People can bathe by just standing or sitting. The person does not need to scrub himself. This helps kids who hates wash-up time. It also helps lazy and the disabled to shower easily, right? Even senior people, right? We can see many senior people, right? They need assistance to help wash them, right? Wash them up, when they poo-poo and they pee-pee, right? And sometimes they are disabled. They cannot even move their arms. So this machine, this chamber, washes them. Isn't that wonderful? Allah those, see, he even makes the verse here. And Allah loves those who make themselves clean and pure. At-Tawbah, verse 108. Excellent, wonderful. I love it. Okay. But this is the one that the judges chose. Not I love it, I chose it. No, the judges chose this. And finally, we have the first prize. So wait, hold on. So congratulations to Abdullah Uwais Muhammad Ashik, 9 years old from Madrasah Ishad. You are in second place. And finally, the first prize, US $300, goes to the bird jet pack. No Nadira Mazlan, 12 years old from Clementi Primary School. From the Surah Al-Fil, verse 3, it says, A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Wa arsala alaihim tayran ababil. Sadaqallahul azim. Thus he let loose upon them great swarms of flying creatures. Right? And then, A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Taramihim bihijaratin min sijil. Which smote them, which hit them with stone-hard blows of chastisement, preordained. Oh, that is cheap, right? That is quite difficult to understand, but it's more of like balls of fire, something like that, balls of fire, right? It's like missiles, torpedoes. I do not know. But now, inspired by Surah Al-Babil, the invention features a bird jetpack model after a modern jet engine. The jetpack enables the bird to fly faster and cover more ground to assist with rescue efforts, right? Not to attack with missiles, torpedoes, but with rescue efforts. It comes with a mechanical latch that opens to drop care packages to affected disaster areas. Isn't that wonderful? See? So the birds now, instead of just flying, they fly faster now with the jet engine on their backs, and they also drop supplies, right? Relief supplies. They help being relief to the disaster affected areas. And this is important, right? Because as you can see, many areas in the world now, they get affected by flood, right? You want to go by boat, very difficult. Want to go by helicopters, so expensive, right? And so few. Aeroplanes, they just fly over. So the next alternative is send birds there to send all the food supplies and all the supplies, right? For example, like food, clothes, etc. Wonderful, right? So this is, can you see that the invention is like So detailed. It's so detailed. So, congratulations to Nur Nadira Mazlan, 12 years old from Clementi Primary School. So you see, we attracted people from all over the world, number one. Number two, we also attract students from all over the country. In Singapore also, from madrasas, from homeschooling, and also from national schools. So the winner is Nur Nadira Mazlan, 12 years old from Clementi Primary School. Congratulations to her. Therefore, all the winners, please stand by. I'm going to contact you to give you your prizes, your cash prizes. And then number two is please, if you wish to contribute to help out with future competitions and similar events relating to Islamic science, right, based on the Quran, etc. That's my passion, Islamic science, right? So you can forward them to me. Thank you very much. My number is 65 Singapore code 65 and then 839999541. See everybody. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal asr innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus salihati wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr. Sadaqallahul azim. See everybody. Take care.